वी डोंट वांट ए बहू हु इज़ वेरी एक्टिव ऑनलाइन। अभी आर्टिकल छपा है अखबार में। अब आजकल जो अरेंज मैरिज हो रही है उसमें शादी करने से पहले लोग प्राइवेट जासूसों से वेरिफिकेशन करते हैं, और जो लड़कियां ज़्यादा फेसबुक और ट्विटर या इंस्टाग्राम पे एक्टिव रहती हैं तो उनके ये चीज़ें एक्टिविटी नेगेटिव गिनी जाती है। दिस इज़ आर्टिकल which is telling this. Online stalking enters arranged marriage market. Looking for an arranged marriage, beware of what you post. Prospective in-laws are probably judging you already. So whatever you are doing on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and it has been found mostly the girls are the sufferer with respect to matrimonial matches. Now I'll read the article and tell you how it's happening. Prenuptial online stalking is by now quite common, and future vows are frequently being judged by what they post and how active they are online. कहने का मतलब है अरेंज मैरिजेस में मैच मेकिंग से पहले आजकल लोग ये खुद भी कर सकते हैं, प्राइवेट जासूस की भी जॉब ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है। फेसबुक, ट्विटर, इंस्टाग्राम पे उनकी होने वाली बहू क्या पोस्ट करती है, किन टॉपिक्स पे पोस्ट करती है, उसमें क्या लिखती है, इससे वो उसकी पर्सनैलिटी का आकलन करते हैं। और दिन में कितने घंटे फेसबुक पे बैठती है, इससे भी बड़ी नेगेटिविटी रहती है। डू यू फ्रिक्वेंटली पोस्ट योर ओपिनियन ऑन करंट टॉपिक्स और अबाउट जेंडर इश्यूज एंड डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस? You run the risk of being branded as an active type and shunned. Even posting too much about fashion, hip hop restaurants, high profile parties is not an acceptable characteristic of अच्छे घर की बहू। Delight Sellers। अब अगर आप जेंडर इश्यूज, जेंडर बायस, डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस या डाउरी, इन चीज़ों पे कुछ कमेंट करती हैं, या फैशन के बारे में, हाई प्रोफाइल डिस्क पार्टीज़, और खुदा न खास्ता अगर आपकी कोई फ़ोटो हुई कुछ बियर या ऐसे करते हुए तो और भी प्रॉब्लम। तो इससे आपकी पर्सनैलिटी का आंकलन हो सकता है और आपकी मैच मेकिंग में दिखते हैं। This is the experience of most of the delights. It is not the prospective groom but the in-laws who are stalking social media for character verification and looking for any red flag, because कल को कुछ हो गया तो घर की बात घर में रहेगी या फेसबुक पर भी वायरल होगी। Nowadays people are very conscious and sensitive with respect to domestic violence and all those kind of things. People do not want to take any risk because of so much of activism, especially female empowerment and all. आजकल तो इन-लॉज क्या, इवन लड़के भी डर रहते हैं, तो बहुत सारे लड़के तो कई बार इसी कारणों से शादी भी नहीं करते या बहुत ही सोचे रहते हैं। तो उनको चाहिए बहू जो बहुत सीधी सादी हो, जो ज़्यादा फेसबुक पर एक्टिव हो, बहुत रिएक्टिव हो या एक्टिव हो, वो उनको पसंद नहीं है। तो एवरीबडी वांट्स ए docile, sincere, sober, sensitive kind of wife or bahu. Don't want a bahu who might later take us to court over some minor problem. If you are very active on social media, irrespective of what you are posting about, you are at risk of being rejected in arranged marriages. Some girls who have their own blogs tell us that after several rejections from prospective grooms' family, they have been strictly advised by their parents to stay away from social media. और बहुत से लोगों को ऐसी दिक्कतें आई हैं, उनको मैचेस नहीं मिले हैं, शादी नहीं हो रही, कारण यही है ज़्यादातर, और बहुत परेशान है वो. इसके इंस्टाग्राम पर इतने फॉलोअर्स हैं तो अपने आप को सेलिब्रिटी समझती होगी. डेली गर्ल्स शादी डायलेमा. पीपल ऑल्सो हैड अ प्रॉब्लम विद माई पॉपुलैरिटी ऑन इंस्टाग्राम. ये थिंक इसके हज़ारों फॉलोअर्स हैं तो अपने आप को सेलिब्रिटी से कम नहीं समझती होगी. इनिशियली आई फाउंड इट फनी, बट व्हेन 3-4 मैचेस brought up the same issue, my parents got really worried. This is one of the comments of Ruchika Verma, who is a software engineer in Delhi, and they face a lot of problem while going in for arranged marriage. No one realizes that I post about parties or dinner at hip hop places to connect with more people for my business. But people say लड़की का इंटरेस्ट इन सब चीज़ों में है, पता नहीं घर पे रह पाएगी या नहीं. दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द कमेंट्स ऑफ नितिका, फैशन ब्लॉगर. सो वी मस्ट बी वेरी कैलकुलेटिव while posting anything on social media, because girls especially run the risk of being judged from the post they put it on Facebook or Twitter. Now let us talk further. As written, Bani Mehta, a resident of Dwarka, tells us, a close friend of mine used to write for her college journal, and now that she is working, she often writes long Facebook posts on issues like domestic violence and gender bias. Recently, her marriage was fixed through an arranged match. After the initial ceremony, she added the groom's family to her friend list, and that's when a future sister-in-law noticed her post. She warned the future mother-in-law about it, and they cancelled the marriage. She told my friend's parents that though it is good that their daughter is aware of current affairs, we don't want a daughter-in-law who might later take us to court over a minor issue within the family. After this, her parents asked her to stop posting on social media. So this is also really startling. People are very much conscious and worried when choosing their daughter-in-law or wife. Families ask for a prospective bride's Twitter and Instagram handles along with birth chart. While politically and socially relevant posts are considered activism posts, about fashion and parties are seen as indication of a lavish lifestyle. Even those who have to stay active on social media for sake of their business are not spared, as it is not considered work by prospective in-laws. Ruchika Sharma, a 20-year-old Noida-based auto engineer, created a fashion blog to break the monotony of a 9 to 6 job. She managed to get thousands of followers, but that didn't impress a prospective groom's family. My parents had created my profile on matrimonial website, and soon people started contacting us through it. I was quite surprised to find out that after a customary phone call, it was quite common to exchange information about Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram handles, along with the birth charts. Since I post about fashion and brands in my blog, the first reaction that my parents got was, लड़की थोड़ी ज़्यादा ही फैशनेबल लगती है, महंगे महंगे ब्रांड से नीचे तो बात नहीं करती होगी. So this was a comment, very funny. I'll read it once more. लड़की थोड़ी ज़्यादा ही फैशनेबल लगती है, महंगे महंगे ब्रांड से नीचे तो बात नहीं करती होगी. So the prospective in-laws are very much conscious, you know. तो अगर उनकी बहू इतनी फैशनेबल है, महंगे महंगे कपड़े पहनेगी, उनके बेटे की तो बेचारे की जेब खाली हो जाएगी. अगर बेचारे बेटे ने मना किया तो उसकी तो सिट्टी पिटेगी. Okay, let's see. Ruchika adds, my parents tried to explain to them that it is something I do as hobby, and I am not like that in real life. But perceptions once made are hard to change. Some people also had a problem with my popularity on Instagram. They think कि इसके हज़ारों फॉलोअर्स हैं तो अपने आप को सेलिब्रिटी से कम नहीं समझती होगी. उसका एटीट्यूड भी वैसे ही होगा. People are trying to judge you thoroughly. So attitude, मतलब your attitude matters, and your attitude is being decided by what you post on various social medias. तो अगर आपका एटीट्यूड ख़राब, अगर ऐसा जजमेंट हुआ, परसेप्शन हुआ उनका, तो your marriage prospects are very bleak. Sorry to say. Initially, I found this reaction funny, but when 3-4 matches brought up the same issue, my parents got really worried. So, it's really. I'll tell you. Nitika, a fashion designer, also has a similar story to share. She broke up with her long-time boyfriend after he started thinking that her post about high-profile parties, dining at high hip-hop restaurants and five-star hotels reflected a lavish lifestyle that he would not be able to fit into. After the breakup, her parents started looking for an arranged marriage match for her, but the same issue cropped up. The response that I still get from many people is not very different from my ex-boyfriend. No one realizes that I post about parties or dinner at hip-hop places to connect with more people for my business, but people only say लड़की का इंटरेस्ट इतने सब चीज़ों में है, पता नहीं घर पे रह पाएगी या नहीं. Sometimes the guy will say, I am a very reserved person. I don't want to marry someone who is so active and expressive about her views on social media, says Nitika. So it is not this story says that it is not only the in-laws, but even boys are very much concerned with respect to their prospective wife. So they don't want a wife who is very active and looking for a very lavish lifestyle, because many times it has been seen that even if a girl is working nowadays, so if you think that a working girl will contribute in the family, it's not seen. Working girls most of the time keep their earnings to themselves. They do not give it to their husband or even the family. So it is mostly the boy that is spending most of the time. So the boys are very much concerned. They do not want to marry a girl who want to live a lavish lifestyle and burn their pocket. So in this case, the boyfriend, the boyfriend who had a relationship with the girl for quite a long time. Even when it came to marriage, and when he came to know from social media about his then girlfriend, and whom he was looking as a wife, dropped the idea of converting the girlfriend into a wife. So, and it's written that in case of boys, this is hardly seen, but it's mostly the girls who are the victim. Bhavna Paliwal, a private detective from Pitapura, says it is usually girls who are judged by their tweets and Facebook posts. We are specifically told by families to scan prospective brides' social media profiles while doing a premarital background check. Interestingly, in 90% cases, people turn out to be very different from what they appear on social media profiles. Online people usually show a side very different from their real life. So we discourage our client from judging a person by their social media post. So this is a comment of a detective who are doing premarital verifications. But very sorry to say, in-laws and even the boys nowadays, they judge people from what they post in social media. And I myself feel you can make a lot from social media. The kind of post you send on Facebook, YouTube or whatever, though it is very 100%, it will be very difficult to come to a conclusion, but what you post, how you pose in Facebook pics, and what you like and what they do reflect some kind of your personality. So dear friends, especially girls, not to be very active on social media, that I will suggest. So if you want a groom, a prospective groom who is bright, loving, and so you should think too much before posting something on social media.